about how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Belvrita, Dr. Bart, Dr. Val's Heart of Influence. This Mastery Mondays are rolling through the month of May. Belvrita are exploring the superpower of integrous influence, all the most beautiful things about it. And please, warm welcome to everybody who's here.
John, we have some extraordinary people here today for Dr. Val and Dr. Bart, trailblazers in health, shaping the future, Heart of Influence, and coming all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, helping leaders launch, build, and scale 6-figure coaching businesses that match and exceed corporate salaries. Ex-management consultant turned business coach and launch strategist, guiding entrepreneurs to success, transforming new coaches into premium business owners, helping one-to-one coaches break free from the time money trap. Let's welcome to the show, Lisa McPhee.
Warm welcome to Dr. Bart, Dr. Val's Heart of Influence. Lisa, we kick this thing off with a fun fact because Plato, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for an hour and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So kicking this game off, we look for something that's an adventurous headline, maybe a funny headline, maybe a powerful headline, anything that would make us say, Lisa, no way. So please, what's the headline fun fact?
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for having me. Okay, let me think of something fun. Well, I once got stopped by the Secret Service when I was on my way into a boardroom or conference room to see Barack Obama. That was
Whoa. And what did the Secret Service ask you?
well, so the problem is it was the Secret Service. So I needed to have some ID and it was in this hotel and I forgot my ID in my room. So I literally had to run what felt like a mile to get my passport because I'm Canadian and this was in Dallas.
Oh.
I think I saw this in episode of 24 one time, I think, Lisa. But warm welcome to the Heart of Influence. Belvrita, Lisa's getting us going. She's got secrets that the Secret Service doesn't know. Who else is here?
He's holding those secrets close. Next, from Williamton, Delaware, orthopedic surgeon with a strong interest in optimizing overall health and long-term musculoskeletal wellness, promoting evidence-based medicine and lifestyle interventions to help patients live stronger, healthier lives. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Vic Kalman.
Well, that's very, very kind of you. Not often to get an audience.
Hey, Dr. Vic, warm welcome. And
Thank you so much.
yeah, your fun fact.
Well, you look at me now, I'm a little bit older, but I actually played American semi-professional football in the day, played on a championship team. So a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, but still part of my life, and learned some great lessons from that experience.
Awesome. And Dr. Vic, what position did you play?
I was actually a lineman, so I was well into the 100 pounds, close to 300 pounds, which I'm not now. But so a lot of activity going on there. But it was fun. It was fun because at that point I was working. Before I went to medical school, I was a physical therapist, so I was doing active rehabilitation, and so that sort of just happened to meet somebody on the team and was working out, and that was just part of my experience growing up. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun time, a lot of fun.
Dr. Vic, Bella Rita, I'm hearing pulls, drive blocks, I'm hearing traps, I'm hearing all the Bella Rita. We got it rocking. We got Secret Service.
I'm hearing Japanese because I don't know any of those terms that you just said.
Flash,
but I think that has to do with
Flash,
football.
247 straight.
No, it's like a strong right, strong left, go here, go there, and 4 holes, 3 hole, whatever, just wherever it takes you.
Yes, I need to go get my nails done.
Yes, let's go, Bella.
Next up, from St. Petersburg, Florida, highly experienced orthopedic sales professional in the industry for 15 plus years, specializing in implant surgical instruments and biologics, has successfully launched new products, expanded territories, and consistently surpassed sales targets in competitive markets, building lasting relationships with surgeons, hospital admins, and surgical teams through unwavering reliability in and out of the operating room. Let's welcome to the show, Adam Rice.
Adam, warm welcome to Dr. Val, Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence on this Mastery Monday. Please, Adam, what is your fun fact?
I grew up in Buffalo, so I'm very familiar with Canada, but on a cruise ship and I get out of Western New York, and I've been to 7 countries: Jordan, Oman, Egypt, Australia, Italy, France, Turkey. I don't know why I ever left, to be honest with you. I thought I had to grow up and get a real job and go to college, and I look back now and I thought that was the best. That's my retirement plan. I'm gonna go back and work on the cruise ship.
Cruise ships, Captain Stubing. That's what I'm hearing. The Love Boat, Bella Rita. Come on.
On the Love Boat. Thank you, Adam. Welcome to the Heart of Influence. And next, from Vancouver, BC, 30 plus years as a world-class fitness innovator, blending science, athleticism, and entrepreneurship, delivering for clients across the globe, crafts elite-level fitness and nutrition systems that support Hollywood actors to adventure athletes in achieving peak performance, empowering individuals with tailored, evidence-based coaching that transcends borders, lifestyles, and limits. Let's welcome to the show, Ty Arama.
Oh, that's Todd.
Hi.
Hi. Yep.
Hi,
Thank you
and my
for the
son,
intro.
Tyler. Yeah, amazing. So,
Okay.
fun fact: my son's name is Tyler.
Nice.
So warm. And what is your fun fact?
My fun fact, I would say, is I would call myself a nature nerd. I love everything to do with the outdoors, whether it's gardening, foraging, boating, fishing, hiking, camping. I love it all.
Wow.
And you said you're from Vancouver, is that correct?
Vancouver, yeah, Vancouver, Canada.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cypress Mountain, Whistler, Stanley
Yep.
Park, all those places.
Yep, yeah, and all the places remote. If we can hire a pilot to take us in somewhere and drop us off, we'll do that too.
Like Revelstoke and beyond, all those cool spots.
Yeah, even more north than that. Yeah.
Let's go.
Wow.
Belvedere, even more north than Revelstoke, the corners, the hidden spots. Come on.
Let's go next.
Hey, Sean, just so you know, Udo is his dad, just so you know that. Udo Rasmus.
Oh, dude, that is super cool. Well, thank you for that, Dr. Bart. Come on, Bell.
That is super fun. Next up from Delray Beach, Florida, nationally recognized trauma therapist and chief clinical officer with an integrative approach to mental health and addiction healing, blending clinical expertise with holistic practices like yoga, breathwork, and EMDR. A sought-after speaker, healer, and guide, embodying the belief that true recovery is not just survival, but the art of living fully. Let's welcome to the show, Ryan Suave.
Thank you.
Ryan, warm welcome to Dr. Val, Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence. Please, fun fact.
Let's see, over 20 years ago, I was pretty miserable in my life. And at the urging of some friends, they said I just needed a relationship. So this is before the apps. They told me to go online and fill out this thing. And I filled out this long psychological profile on a dating service. And it was one of the first internet ones. And I was ready to get all these dates. And I got an email back saying that there was a small amount of people they could match with nobody. So I got denied by the internet for a date. And the silver lining into that is I was one of a few pretty big failures that led me to get sober and find my own recovery, and later on then become of service to others. So
Dude, that is an awesome story. Thank you for your courage, vulnerability, heroic resilience. And that is one of the coolest fun facts I've ever heard, as vulnerability was fully and powerfully present, brother. Thank you for that. Elvrita, we got a leader there. Let's go.
We've got a leader there. Thank you so much for that, Ryan. Welcome. And next up from Clearwater Beach, Florida, a visionary biomedical strategist and founder, pioneering global movement of vitamin C therapy as a core intervention in modern medicine with legal, scientific, and clinical expertise, bridging suppressed data. I don't know if that's with protocols that empower physicians to treat extreme health challenges more effectively, shaping the future of integrative system-based healthcare. Let's welcome to the show, Lior Sher.
Welcome to Heart of Influence, hearing innovation, hearing leadership, and please, your fun fact.
Well, thank you. First of all, I appreciate the opportunity to join everyone today. Fun facts. I guess I grew up in a family of medical doctor, and for that reason swore off medicine altogether, but then straight out of law school, ended in biotech world, founding companies and developing proprietary technologies, and ultimately led me to discovering the truth of integrative medicine. And today I lead a global educational platform focused on the foundation and the cornerstone of integrative and holistic medicine, primarily focusing on cancer therapies, infectious disease, and regenerative medicine. So life happens, and this is my funny how it works. You plan not to do something and you end up on the other side.
Thank you for that. Appreciate you wholeheartedly for serving humanity with truth. Let's go, Elvrita. Come on.
Let's go. Next, coming from Bluebell, PA. That's just fun because I love Bluebell ice cream coming from Texas. Helping women reclaim their energy, balance their hormones, and shed pounds naturally since 2015. Turning tired and irritable into thriving and unstoppable through science-backed strategies. Dr. Khadija, I know Sean already wants to have a longer conversation with you just with that statement. A certified indoor cycling instructor, food enthusiast, and hashtag beach life traveler, bringing wellness to every part of life. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Khadija Douglas.
Dr. Khadija, appreciate you, your beach life-ness, and please, your fun fact.
Fun fact, I'm actually a first-generation Canadian with strong Caribbean roots, which is why I love the beach so much.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Toronto. Parents are from the Caribbean, and I can't wait to retire in one of those islands, whether Jamaica or Trinidad. So
yeah, where your folks are from, Jamaica and Trinidad?
My mom is from Jamaica. My dad is from Trinidad. Yeah, so yeah.
Super cool. Let's go. Here's to James Bond and beyond. Belvrita in the house.
Here we go.
Khadija, let's go get it.
Thank you.
Next up, coming from Pennsylvania, expert in cranial sacral sacral therapy. Dr. Bart shows are always full of big words. Traditional Asian medicine and herbal medicine transforming wellness from the inside out, helping runners achieve peak performance across states and decades, blending ancient wisdom with the modern techniques. Former NYC resident, self-identified hippie, homeschooling mom, and lifelong seeker of balance and vitality. Let's welcome to the show, Eileen Ortiz.
Warm welcome to Heart of Influence. Bella Rita would like, I think, you to examine my cranial structures and see some defects. That's a longer story for a different day, but please, your fun fact.
My fun fact. Thank you all for having me. I just met Dr. Val, so I didn't even know if we were supposed to prepare a fun fact. I'm trying to think what is fun about what I do. Let's see. Well, so fun fact. I, being the hippie homeschool mom that I am, in addition to practicing herbal medicine, I love creating things out of recycled items. So I taught in my children's co-ops. So I make clothes out of recycled sweaters and t-shirts, and I make rugs out of them also. So I guess that's a kind of a fun fact.
That is a super fun fact.
Awesome.
Fun fact for you. Congratulations. Hippiness in the building, Bella Rita. Let's go.
Hippiness is in the building. But next, coming from Toronto, Canada, a naturopathic doctor and nutritionalist, a passion for knowledge and love of travel, promoting her study and teaching of different forms of medicine all over the world, using the best of ancient medicine and modern science to help high performers optimize their potential, reverse aging, and have more energy and get their sexy back, showing people their body is a Ferrari, not a Volvo. Let's welcome to the show, Dr. Valerie Frank, aka Dr. Val.
Dr. Val, warm welcome to your Heart of Influence. Ferrariness present. Please, your fun fact from this growth-driven, heart-centered, integrous woman who's committed to mastery. Please, Dr. Val.
Thank you so much. My fun fact is I definitely am a world traveler. I get my dopamine from traveling. I have had the opportunity of being the doctor for an elite level beach volleyball team. I was able to be at the Commonwealth Games with them. I was able to be on a beach with on many beaches with one of the greatest volleyball players of all times. And I'm only 5'3" and I don't play volleyball.
Are you allowed to share the name of that player?
Absolutely. Steve Anderson, who is an Olympic level coach. Definitely has set many world records, was the first African American to play beach volleyball in the US, played at an Olympic level, and then the first Olympic level beach volleyball coach and the first Olympic beach volleyball coach who was African American to coach a team to a gold medal in the Olympics.
Oh my God, that's super cool, Dr. Val. Amazing. First time I think I've heard you share that fun fact.
And he's part of our ecosystem.
Gold medals are in the building, Bella. Thanks to Dr. Val and the Unblinded Ecosystem. And thanks to Dr. Bart. Bella.
And speaking of that Dr. Bart guy, coming from Tampa Bay, Florida, a board-certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon, a pioneer in the space of regenerative medicine, a thought leader in health optimization and biohacking, a leader helping doctors reimagine the business of medicine while introducing new paradigms of health access, nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for his humanitarian work. Let's welcome the one, the only Dr. Bart Rademacher.
Bart, warm welcome to your and Dr. Val's Heart of Influence on this Mastery Monday. And please, Dr. Bart, from the place of integrous impact and heart, as you always bring, please, your fun fact, sir.
So growing up in England, and I like to keep up with the theme of the other attendees or participants, sports for today. I played rugby for about 7 years. I did not qualify for being the hooker, and if you guys know what that is. But I had the fastest legs, and so they put me as a winger, also being almost the smallest guy, always ended up under a mole of about 5'10" guys that were 6'5".
Hey, Dr. Bart, I didn't know you were fast. That's super cool. We never talked about that.
Yep, it was
He doesn't have cauliflower ears, so he must have been fast.
very fast.
Dr. Bart, love it. Dr. Bart show, we do the thing, sir.
Absolutely. Let's go.
That brings us to the introduction of the woman who's been doing the introducing. This woman started a career in influence, selling crafts on her parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old, progressed to being a 7-figure business generator at the age of 19, teenager network marketing 7 figures. Those words don't go together, except in the case of this woman. 24, 25, 26 years old, she was three-peating like Michael Jordan, but not in hoops, but rather in business brokerage. She was the youngest woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker and the youngest person ever at 24, male or female, take that, dudes, to be Nevada's #1 business broker. She progressed to training Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer. Maybe she learned it from a blind man, maybe from YouTube. It's coin toss today. Philanthropist helping to raise $10 million plus with the Unblinded team over the past couple of years. And in 2023, this courageous, impactful woman resiliently, but centeredly defeated cancer. Let's welcome to the Heart of Influence, Dr. Val and Dr. Bartz, the woman that put the heart in it in our 1700th plus episode, the one, the only, Bella Verita. Bella Verita, please.
Yeah, so I think my fun sentence, since we're on a sports theme, and Dr. Val mentioned volleyball, I'm gonna go with the fun fact that I played volleyball in junior high school. I went to some volleyball summer camp 2 years in a row, and both times I got a concussion at volleyball camp. One being hit by a door, and two, the second time running into a pole. I did not go back to volleyball camp after that.
Oh my God, that's terrible. I never knew that, Belle. I'm so sorry. And how's your head today?
I think my head is quite well. I think it knocks some sense into me, and it works quite optimally now. And let me introduce you before you have any objections to what I just said. I'm going to introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Bet Key at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. In fact, the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around speaking on stages, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in 2 years for charities. Let's welcome to the stage the one, the only, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you, Dr. Bart and Dr. Val. And my fun fact is I often share that I'm a blind man that has taught sighted people to ski in blizzard conditions, double black diamonds, to surf in hurricane level conditions, and to scuba dive in shark infested waters. Done all 3. And I'll go with this as well. Dr. Bart and Dr. Val, this is my fun fact, are literally 2 of the smartest, kindest, nicest, and most humble, generous human beings I've ever known. So that is my fun fact for today, Bella Verita.
That is a super fun fact and a very true fun fact, and I could not agree with you more. And shall we do?
And I don't have like nice things to say about everybody. I'm not one of them. So I call it like it is, just so as we're getting to know each other. Love people. I don't judge people, but I'll call out the characteristics. That is who these people are. So Bella Verita, who's going first?
That is true. And how about we kick it off with Lisa McBee?
Lisa. So here's what we're doing. Had a little fun, some energy during the introductions, but Lisa, we're in some serious territory because here's what I know to be true. What I know to be true is that the ability to cause yes with humans is the only attainable superpower. And unless you're going to be a super villain, doing so with integrity is how you become a true superhero. So to explore what does all that look like, right? How do you cause yes with people? We've had 8,000 people on the show, Lisa and everyone, and we are in a little think tank. We got some AI dynamics, and we'll talk more about that at the end, that are augmenting our work in this beautiful space. But we're in a research and development laboratory. where we're finding out how do people cause yes when yes should happen. We're not talking about pitching, hooking, closing. We're not talking about Wolf of Wall Street, Boiler Room, or Shark Tank. What we're talking about is heart-centered, integrous people when a yes should happen, whether it's through new innovative medical therapy or it's something efficient and optimal for business, when technological innovation equals something yes should happen with. How do you do it in a world that is so flooded with information? So, Lisa, to illustrate this, Bella's going to be anybody that you would like her to be. She could be an ideal patient or ideal client. She could be a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey, Warren Buffett, or anyone you want her to be. So we can see what it looks like to go from hello to yes for you, Lisa. And it doesn't have to be a sale. It doesn't have to be an ultimate yes. It could be just a yes for a longer conversation, because this is all about substance over form. So please, Lisa, who would you like Bella to be that you're going from hello to yes with?
Oh, all right. This is so fun, but also I feel very put on the spot. So let me think. Bella, I would like you to be I would like you to be an executive woman who is, well, I'm just going to want you to be one of my potential clients. So an executive woman who is considering leaving corporate because you're burnt out, but nobody really knows this except me.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least Bella, take us in.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. This is Lisa McPhee calling. How are you?
I'm doing all right, Lisa. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for taking my call. So great to chat with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I noticed that you were connected on LinkedIn and you have been engaging in my content. I really, really appreciate that. So I wanted to connect with you to say hello, to introduce myself, and to get to know you a little bit. I'm really interested in expanding my network and getting to make real genuine connections with the people in my network.
Thank you for that. First of all, Lisa, your energy is infectious. So thank you so much. And yeah, I do find, just what you share on LinkedIn is purposeful. It feels from the heart, and I really appreciate you reaching out.
Thank you. Yeah. And I noticed that we are both in the same geography, Toronto. So I love to get to know my neighbors. And I was curious if you are interested in expanding your network a little bit.
I definitely am. And especially if there's other women in the Toronto area to get to know, I wouldn't object to that at all.
Amazing. Because I host these masterminds where we get together once, I host them about once every 6 weeks. And really it is building a community, because as women, especially women who have climbed to the top of our profession like you have, I've noticed that we often feel alone, like we're the only ones in the room. We had to climb our way to the top. And so I've built this community, and I continue to build this community of like-minded women who are interested in expanding their reach and expanding their network kind of outside their corporate roles. Because, when we're in our corporate roles, we tend to network with people who are in the same communities. And what I found is when we connect outside of those communities, we really get to experience just a different energy that feels more supportive, and we get to let our hair down, let the mask down a little bit.
I couldn't agree more. And when did you say this mastermind was, and how often does it get together?
Yeah, so we get together every 6 weeks. The next one that I'm hosting is on Thursday, May 20. It's the last Thursday in May. So let me just look that up. So it's It's Thursday, May 29th. So if you are free that day, I would love to invite you to join us. I think that you could really contribute a lot, and the community would learn a lot from you.
That would be amazing. Send me over the information and I'll come check it out.
Cool, that's amazing. I'm looking forward to getting to meet you in person and share your energy.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Lisa.
Thank
Lisa,
you.
Heartfully felt and present. Bill of Rita, who's following up Lisa?
Following up Lisa, Sean, is Dr. Vic.
Dr. Vic, who would you like Bill of Rita to be?
First off, I'm very humbled by being in this company, so thank you for that. And Lisa's going to be a hard act to follow because I'm a little bit more reserved. So I would like this young lady to be someone that's interested in their health and possibly using what I have for her to build a business.
All right, Bill of Rita, come on.
Bella, hi, it's Vic Helm. Nice to see you. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Dr. Vic. How about yourself?
I just noticed we're on the same, I'll just say, social media accounts, and you've been looking at some of my posts about health, and I just wanted to share some information if you are open to that information.
Yeah, I'm definitely open. I've only got a couple of minutes, so whatever you can share.
Of course, of course. So I was fortunate to have been introduced to this product, which has only been available for 1 year. It's revolutionary, and it does something nobody else has done before, which is reducing the visceral fat around your body, which equates to weight loss, and reducing inflammation, which produces overall health benefits. It's really a simple plant-based, safe product. And I was just thinking about sending you some information over to take a look at and give me some feedback on what you think.
Yeah. So, and what kind of product is it? Is it like a drink? It's a pill? Like, can you tell me a little bit more about it?
It's a plant-based product that's mixed in any drink that you like, either coffee, water, and it's best used twice a day. It's a very simple application that you can put in your pocketbook.
And what exactly does it do?
It's plant-based. It's a hops product. It reduces the fat, which is the belly fat. And the significance of belly fat is that it has these inflammatory mediators in it. And inflammation is a source of many diseases that we're aware of. And if we can reduce inflammation, we'll improve your health.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Send over the information. I'll take a look at it. And I presume you have some testimonials of people that have used it, and I can do some research and we can go from there.
Yeah, well, why don't you take the information, and it may or may not be, if you're interested, great. I will send you more information. There's some call you can attend and some other information that may be of interest to you. It's more specifically what you're interested in. I can get that over to you.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great. Send it over.
Thanks so much. Take care now. Great talking with you.
Thank you. Great job, Dr. Vic. Great job, Lisa. And now we get to the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. And so it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Lisa or Dr. Vic, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like a little next step scoring system. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer conversation with Lisa or Dr. Vic? I don't think anyone's going to want a root canal today. They did fantastic. But maybe that next step is a little mocha chocolate and a little croissante for a little bit longer of a meeting. If that's not enough time, maybe it's a private dinner, Capital Grill, private room, appetizers, dinner, dessert for a long meeting. But if that's not enough time and you still want a seafood tower, maybe it's a seafood tower on a private jet to fly anywhere in the world to have the longest meeting possible with Lisa or Dr. Vic. So let's kick it off with Ryan. And Ryan, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Lisa, please?
Well, first off, Lisa, you have your energy is contagious. You obviously believe in what you do. I'm sure you make a difference for a lot of people, and especially the executive women that you work with. So it's really nice to hear you lead in that way and with that level of excitement. Sometimes I wish I could bring that level of excitement to everything. I think that you seemed a little bit hesitant to ask Bella to come to your event. It was kind of, it was kind of like a yes or no thing. And then, it feels like you have more to offer and a lot of value for her. And I think you could have really driven that home a little bit more, but I would go with the mocha chocolate croissante. Is that what it is?
Oh, with a mocha chocolate croissante. Thank you, Ryan. No, Rita, we're having a little caffeine and carbs. Come on now.
Caffeine and carbs. Let's go. Leora, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Dr. Vic, please?
First of all, being in integrative space, so this is of tremendous interest to me. Anything that can reduce inflammation, certainly visceral fat. My background also in bariatric medicine. So I would want to understand the efficacy, safety of the product, what exactly the ingredients that goes into it, some data to substantiate it, and on a personal level, when you're pitching something that is everyone is looking for in this day and age, I would like to see a little bit more enthusiasm about what you're promoting. Because if I were to ask you to come to our conference and maybe present on it, those are the things that I'm looking at and for. And as a consumer and a layperson, still I want to know, show me the data, show me safety, efficacy, and what can you do for me? Because these are the type of products and technologies that we're really looking for today to advance.
Leora, I'm hearing fire, passion, energetic transference. Am I hearing you correctly?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's go, Leora. Bella Rita, come on.
Let's go. Let's next go. Mr. Adam Rice. Actually, Adam, if you want to come back, I'll go to Adam next if you're back and unmuted. And I'll go to Dr. Khadija, your 30 seconds of feedback for Lisa, please.
I like that she established a connection in terms of like we're both from Toronto. And I really like that stood out. I think, and maybe I heard you incorrectly, but you said it was a Monster Mind mashup that you said. Like that really, no, I heard it incorrectly.
Mastermind, like a mastermind day.
Oh, okay. So I love
like
the
your
word
version too.
Well, I heard monster and then I was immediately like, I would want to talk more and get into it. So maybe like finding a really catchy way of talking about what your mastermind could be. But I heard monster mashup mind and I was like, that sounds like it's going to be lit. And so I really thought that that was exciting. And it would, for me personally, I would want to know more in regards to that event. So I like that you established that connection, that similarity, that rapport on a kind of more personal connection. And then again, my hearing is off clearly, literally wrote down mastermind mashup. But I thought that that was catchy and that definitely had me hooked right there. So I was already sold.
Well, Dr. Khadija, let's go. I'm hearing a lot of powerful feedback, Bella Rita. Come on.
A lot of powerful feedback. And let's go, since I don't see Adam, let's go with Ty. Ty, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Dr. Vic, please?
Well, first of all, I found the information very interesting. I liked actually how he established where he knew them from to establish some level of trust and to try and get into rapport with them. And I like that he talked a little bit about the product. I would want to know more. I think for myself, I would that question of what's in it for me, how will I benefit from it? I would love to hear more about that. I would agree with one of the other judges, maybe a little bit more enthusiasm, because I get the sense that Vic really wants to serve, but I would want to feel more of that. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Ty. Bella Rita.
And let's go, Mr. Adam Rice. Adam, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Lisa, please?
I think she was good. I think these things are hard to judge, wholeheartedly with, passion and energy and everything. So kind of making stuff up on the fly. And I think those kind of hesitations and maybe tones aren't the true representation of how they would actually be talking to a client in real life. So I'm gonna give them some extra bonus points for doing this on the fly and doing it well and kind of having something thought up. But I think I'll go espresso croissante. I would go with that and feel comfortable with that. But I think they've got good concepts and good ideas and brought up enough to lead into at least another conversation with them.
All right. Thank you for that, Ty. Got a little croissante and a cup of mocha chocolate, Bella Rita, and
That's what I'm hearing. Let's go, Dr. Val. Dr. Val, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Dr. Vic?
Well, Dr. Vic, I think he did absolutely wonderfully. I also had the opportunity of getting to know him when I was actually, fun fact, co-hosting a radio show. So I have heard him speak before, and I know he always comes off as very professional. So I think, Vic, you did an amazing job at being incredibly professional and insightful. I would like to see you expand a little bit more in terms of some of the warmth and showing not just the scientific background of what is available for this product, but also just, again, really connecting a little bit more with Bella in terms of, hey, I love that you said, oh, the comments are great, but maybe, finding out a little bit more about, hey, what was it that was interesting for you about this particular product or these comments that you made? That would be great. But you're a wealth of knowledge, and I appreciate you coming on the show.
Beautiful feedback, Dr. Val. And shall we hit the one and only Bella Verita, Dr. Bart?
Let's go, Dr. Bart. Your 30 seconds of feedback for Lisa.
Yeah, so what I like to do, I like to lump them both together. And I agree with Adam. It's a tough spot to be in for sure. But what I took away from that is that both servants' hearts, I love that part about them. The other part that I liked about it is they caused a reference, a connection. Immediately, that's helpful. And the final thing that they also did is that there was a next step. One thing I did miss was, and I have the privilege of hanging out with Sean Callagay for the last year and a half, is let the other person speak 80% of the time. And by question mastery, get a lot more information about them, their pain points, their truth, and therefore offering the solution that's right for them.
Well, Dr. Bart, I've had the privilege and honor of hanging out with you. So thank you for those kind words. And Dr. Bart, Dr. Val, you know what time it is. Bella Verita is a little feisty, maybe. Bella, over to you.
Oh, I'm definitely feeling feisty today, that's for sure. So this is the time in the show, everyone, that I have the honor and privilege of putting my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about. Because Lisa, Dr. Vic, they had to come up with scenarios, but now I've come up with scenarios. I have 3. Dr. Bart, Dr. Val, you guys get to choose which scenario that Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about them, or you can come up with something much, much harder. But since I've been left out of a few things this week, I have some doozies today. So option number 1 is I actually read that Jim Carrey is from Canada, which I did not know. And so option number 1 is we're going to pretend Jim Carrey was in the seat of Lisa and forgot his ID at the Secret Service to see Obama. And so Sean is going to play the role play of Jim Carrey, going from hello to yes with the Secret Service agent to let him in anyway, because he doesn't have the ID, can't even go get it, but he should be let in anyway. So that is option number 1, hello to yes with Secret Service. Good luck on that one. Option number 2 is I thought Sean could role play Lisa, and I was reading Dr. Addie Meshattan is one of Canada's top 25 women of influence in 2024. And so I thought option number 2 is Sean could role play Lisa, going from hello to yes with Dr. Addie on becoming coming to her mastermind. So that is option number 2. And then option number 3, I thought Sean could role play Dr. Vic, going from hello to yes with Melissa McCartney, who's had, some struggles with weight, to go from hello to yes to be a client and a spokesperson of his product. So those are the 3 options I got for you today. Dr. Val, Dr. Bart, any of those 3 tickle your fancy, or are you going to try to come up with something much harder?
Yeah, Val already picked one, so it's on
Option
her.
number
Sean.
1.
So option number 1. So Sean is going to role play Jim Carrey. How do you like me now? And then Dr. Bart, Dr. Val, who should we have play the Secret Service agent that Sean as Jim Carrey is going to go from hello to yes with?
I'm going to let you decide, Val.
Okay. Well, I think let's have our fantastic judge, Ryan Suave. I'm going to pronounce his name correctly because he has done and practiced EMDR. So he will know all the psychology tools for Sean on his toes.
All right. Sean, aka Jim Carrey, are you ready?
I am ready.
Take us in.
So, hi, Officer Smith. I was with Officer Jones a moment ago, and he said that we should speak, and I'm really grateful that you came on over for a second. So do you have a moment to chat? Can you guys hear me?
Oh,
yeah.
I guess am I supposed to go?
Yeah, you're you're Officer Smith.
I apologize. I thought you were saying I was the judge. I'm so sorry.
No, all good. So yeah, so Officer Smith, do you have a moment? Officer Jones said that we should speak.
I do.
Yeah. So, Officer Smith, I am so clear that you have one of the most important jobs on the planet, protecting the leader of the free world. So I'm super grateful for that. I'm not trying to be ingratiating. I understand the dynamic. As you probably have heard and seen, I'm Jim Carrey. I don't think that means that I'm special in the world, but I did have a personal invitation from the First Lady to this moment, and I am humiliated, Dr. Smith, that I forgot my driver's license and passport. I left it in my home, which is 2 hours from here, and came up to be a part of this evening's celebration, festivities, and actually, I think I was supposed to give a toast. So, Officer Smith, again, so sorry. I know that your job is to protect this entire engagement. I'd be happy to let you do facial recognition, artificial intelligence, to have 10 different witnesses recognize me as Jim Carrey, go through every metal detector, be strip searched, anything to get through this moment. So I and you can both do what we're here to do tonight. So Officer Smith, any thoughts on this, sir?
Well, I think if people are able to get through TSA without their driver's license, we can figure it out for you. Do you think maybe you could get someone to send us a picture of your ID and we can take a look at that?
100%. I am so grateful, Officer Smith, and I cannot express to you enough how I am quite sure the First Lady will be extremely grateful, and I will make this up to everyone, and I will certainly not tell anybody other than the First Lady that you made such an appropriate exception. And anything else that I can do for you right now, I'll get that sent over right away. But anything else I could do for you ethically and integriously, of course, Officer Smith.
We know you won't say anything. We won't strip search you, but just know there are several weapons pointed at you this morning.
I will know that. I
think we should do the strip search.
No, we're
I
not
think
doing a
that's
strip
what we
search.
should do. I like that idea, Ryan. We're doing a strip search.
So Ryan, thank you very much for that. And Ryan, really appreciate you today. I loved your fun fact. Great feedback. Real fun job as Officer Smith right there. How did I do as Jim Carrey? And how was your time? Please, Ryan, on Dr. Val and Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence.
Yeah, I think you did great as Jim Carrey. Maybe you could have been a little funnier. He was a funny guy. But he also does have humility. I see a lot of his discussion just kind of around the human psychology and everything like that. So I think you came up and led with honesty and humility, and I didn't feel like you were manipulating the situation at all, that you would have taken either answer, any answer that we gave. And that I always see that kind of helps people be more willing to say yes when they know that they can say no.
Amen. Well, thank you for that. How was your time at Dr. Bart and Dr. Val's Heart of Influence, Ryan?
It was great. I'm glad I wasn't one of the ones that's coming up with the scenario on the spot, but I'll be ready to do that another time. It was great to be here.
Awesome. Well, appreciate you. Wonderful job.
And I actually have a friend who I didn't know you before this, but I read and saw your condition, and I just had my wife, one of her friends was at our house, and I'd never met her before, and she said she has the same thing. She's not blind yet, but she's going through she's really concerned about what she's going to do with her life as the condition progresses. So
if she ever wants to reach out, I'd be happy to have a conversation. I certainly blindness, which I am blind, can't see anything at all in front of me. I have a little bit of peripheral vision on each side, but blindness is one of the greatest challenges. and one of the greatest gifts of my life. It gave me massive urgency knowing that.
Yeah,
So,
she's a woman in recovery too, and has a very inspirational story and can help a lot of people, but feels like she might be not have value after she can't see. So I will take you up on that.
yeah.
Great.
And I'll facilitate that, John.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ryan, yeah, for sure. And brother, her blindness may up her value. It's a longer conversation, but for sure. So
Yeah.
thank you, Ryan.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Let's go with this. Ty, thanks for being here today.
Yeah.
Truly appreciate the name. My son Tyler, the Ty Cobb, and many other great ties. And how was your time today on Dr. Val and Dr. Bart's Heart of Influence? Ty, great job in the feedbacker seat.
Yeah, I love what you're doing. It's totally refreshing. Probably the most fun I've had today. Yeah, like I can feel the heart in what you're doing. And I think we need more of that, especially right now. And so thank you. Thank you. And thank you to all of you for sharing.
Yeah, and I receive the level of being, Oprah Winfrey said that she held the microphone for 30,000 people, overcame massive statistical odds against her to become 25,000 times more wealthy than the median American household, and obviously created millions of times more impact. And she said it's because she said, I see you, I hear you, and what you say matters to me. And Ty, what a beautiful job of delivering that to me in my heart, and it's received with gratitude. And thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Adam, thanks for jumping into that feedbacker seat. And please, Adam, and wonderful work as well. How was your time today on the Dr. Bart and Dr. Val Heart of Influence, Adam?
There he goes.
Yep, sorry, I was unmuting there. I just pulled over here so I could be more engaged with this. Sorry. Yeah, that's interesting. Dr. Bart, thank you for inviting me. And like I said, it's what's that movie? The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen and Women. It's a cool group. It's a nice group of people y'all got here, and a lot of talent, a lot of experience, a lot of honesty. I like that a lot. That's you guys are all very established people, but still very humble, and I really appreciate that. That's makes it easy to connect when people are open and honest and humble, and we're all trying to learn and get better every day, and I appreciate it because you guys let me be a part of it.
Yep. Here's to Alan Quartermain. Let's go get it. Lisa, please, what a great job you did in the feedbacker seat. Wonderful energetic transference and resonance. Please, Lisa, how was your time today on Dr. Bart and Dr. Val's Heart of Influence?
Thank you. Thank you. Today was so much fun. Thank you, Dr. Val, for inviting me. I'm very excited to connect with you all after. It was a lot of fun. And I met people who are my neighbors who I didn't even know. So that's also super fun.
Well, thanks for coming in from the Great North. We appreciate you immensely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Over to you, Bella.
Let's go with our other participant in the participant seat that does some like linebacking and running and jumping and some other things that I didn't even know what he was doing, but a fantastic job in the participant seat, Dr. Vic. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, again, like I said, I'm humbled to be here. I thank Dr. Val for inviting me, and a great group of people. And this is a refreshing way to interact. And as you can hear, I'm sort of reserved, and I need to get better of getting myself out there. And so some of my introduction is limited when I was sharing, because my goal would be to say yes to the next step, which would be sending a video or something that maybe does the presentation for me. But I also understand that I need to get better, showing the energy that's in me a little bit. I have the passion. I need to show that better. And that's something I have to learn. So I'm getting better at that. So I appreciate that. And that's very valuable feedback. And I'm humbled to be in this environment and great people, and this blessing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Vic. Just like reps playing the offensive line, it's all the same thing. Skill sets and mastery and integrity. Thank you, Dr. Vic. Really wonderful job. Felt your heart today for sure. Bella.
Let's go to Lior. Incredibly astute. Great job in the feedbackers seat. And Lior, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, once again, I appreciate the opportunity, and I truly enjoyed the positive vibe, the lightness of the show. I think we're all evolving and learning every day. I think the art of learning is communication, and communication is an art. And the foundation of communication is listening. And so I really truly enjoyed what Dr. Bart mentioned is 80% listening, and then providing the feedback to what you've learned. Without listening, you can't effectively communicate, and you have to create some kind of a common foundation with the person that you're trying to communicate your idea or service or whatever you have to offer. And the passion that you have, the enthusiasm about what you are providing is foundational. Because if you don't believe and you're not passionate about what you're doing, then the other party is not going to be receptive to it. So overall, I think it was a great learning experience to all of us. And once again, I appreciate the opportunity of being here and sharing it with all of you.
Well, Leora, thanks. Feel your heart. Wonderful work today. Appreciate you joining the more than 8,000 people, including everybody here today, that have been on the show. Bella.
And that takes us to, last but not least, soon to be coming from the Caribbean, Dr. Khadija. How was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I'm going to be very honest. I had no idea what to expect. Blew me away. Because I was like, what did I say yes to? I'm learning to say yes a lot more and not question it. And I'm so very glad I did. So thank you so much for inviting me, Dr. Val. Thank you for this community. Thank you for just even shaking up my Mondays, which are usually crazy long and busy here. So it was really, really great to be a part of it. So I'm glad to say yes. This is a lesson. Say yes. Say yes. Just say yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and yes. Dr. Khadija, loving the Caribbean. My dad got married on Barbados. He thinks he invented destination weddings when I was 13, a long time ago, several decades ago, but he did not. But the bridesmaid in the wedding was from Trinidad, who lived in Barbados at the time. So a quick fun fact. So thank you for being here today, and wonderful job. Belle of Reed, I think that brings us to the folks that made this happen. Dr. Val, Dr. Bart, am I correct?
It does.
Dr. Val, thank you. This is a heart-centered, impactful woman. And your final, Dr. Val.
Well, I just want to say thank you to everyone who is here. And, every time we're on a Heart of Influence, I hear you say, this is the best one ever. And I just feel like the connection with everybody here, it's just continuously up-leveling. And I mirror Dr. Vic's statement and sentiment that I'm really humbled and blessed to be around such amazing people. And of course, I'm inspired and so blessed and honored to learn from both you, Bella, and you, Sean. And you'll hear a little bit of another fun fact. I just have a really great connection as well with Adam Gugino, who you know, and I actually have a little secret dopamine hit that I get whenever he tells me he's proud of me. And so I asked him what I would need to do in order for him to say that next, I'm proud of you. And he said, it has to be this Heart of Influence, Bolt, which you guys know where I'm going with this, Bolt, we need a 9.5. We need the best ever. That's what he said. Fun fact. And Sean and Bella, you guys knocked it out of the park again. I'm just so humbled and honored and blessed to know you. And thank you again for creating this amazing community and filling my life with love, passion, and joy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Val. And we'll explain to everybody what Dr. Val just said in a moment. Thank you very much. And Dr. Bart, please, sir, humility is this man's middle name. Rock star is what he's really all about. Dr. Bart, please, your final.
Yes, and everything what Val said, and it's just a incredible privilege that we get to partner with you, me and the amazing Val, bringing together these leaders, these Integris leaders, and also want to share what Ty was saying. It's incredible that we get to be part of this amazing cause that you have, heart-centered, Integrisly, and changing the world and bringing leaders like here today to cause that to happen. All the things that you're doing, it truly is an honor. And I'm very grateful that I can be part of it. So thank you for that.
Dr. Val, thank you. Appreciate everything that you have done this day. Whew. And for everyone, couple quick finals. First, thanks for sharing this time with us on this Mastery Monday. And we're in our final 2 minutes here together. We have a couple of quick value gifts for you. First is our Influence Mastery book, our group influence book. It is mind-blowing. It is textbook. I wouldn't have written it if it existed. I wrote it because it didn't exist. And that used to be our big gift. Our big gift now is what we're doing with actualized intelligence. And oh my goodness, everybody is in the artificial intelligence field. Clear, we're in the actualized intelligence field, exposing ridiculous things that people do, not to be harmful to them and not call them by name, but people do absolutely.
Oh, we lost him. I bet his computer just died since he was on a computer. And I don't know what sentence he was about to say about the AI, but it actualized intelligence, and it is literally a human lie detector, and it rates all of our shows now, all of our calls through the prism of this formula. And that's something that we actually share with you guys on that business acceleration session. So if you have not signed up for that already, definitely have that business acceleration session, because that is something that they will share on that call with you. And there's a couple of other gifts in the chat for you as well.
Yes. Belrita?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I literally had no idea that I conked out and off. So I was like midstream explaining it. So I'm sorry to interrupt back. Would you like me to explain the gifts, or you got it?
I think I just went over the AI. I was about to share the book. So if you want to go back, or take whatever you want.
Yeah, real quick. So final. My apologies, folks. I had a technological glitch and I was still chatting away, blind, not realizing I was not any longer online. So yes, the actualized intelligence gift is people do crazy things and that hurt themselves. So what our work, our mission is all about is not only not only how to cause yes, but which yeses to actually cause. And then second, we have our group influence book. And third, if you have an acceleration session, you can get your scores on today. I assure you, and actually just for fun challenge, if you've ever had more in-depth and more profound feedback than when you get from your acceleration session and your review from our actualized intelligence agents of Bolt, and of course of the one and only Helena that scores our Hearts of Influence, then please tell us, and just for fun on this episode, I'll give you $1,000 if you've ever had deeper, more in-depth feedback about your influence skill sets. So that's a little fun bet, and we could donate to charity. No problem. But Belrita, please, your final.
My final is, you were invited here by Dr. Bart, Dr. Val. You definitely want to connect with them, because there's a reason that each one of you were selected to be here, and there's more you could do together. There's more you can do with them. So definitely make sure, if you don't already, connect with them, and definitely have that business acceleration session if you're looking for more money, time, or magic. If not, if you're already set, you're good, then, it may not make sense for you at this time. But thank you all for being here. Absolutely incredible job. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah, and final. If there's some resonance with what happened here, we've had one saltine cracker and a 7-course meal. Have another. That would be my greatest proposal. Again, if you want to truly accelerate your missions. And if not, so thankful that you're here today. Can't appreciate Dr. Val and Dr. Bart more. And we end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind, which I am, but I'm absolutely certain the possibilities for acceleration sit right in front of all of us. So with those possibilities sitting right there, the grand challenge is, Dr. Bart, Dr. Val, and Belrita, that grand challenge with those possibilities sitting right there is that we are all blind
and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Great job.